Hello everyone. Welcome to another midweek video message update. As you can tell, this video message update is coming to you from our worship space here at Christ Lutheran Church. I'm just going to give you a quick view of our soundboard. Gentlemen, if you could say a quick hello.
Cheers.
You recognize Evan on the left, and on the right is Andrew from Pro Audio and Lighting, and they are putting the finishing touches on our audio and video project, installing some video cameras here in the worship space, and then also out in the fellowship hall and in the lobby. And what this project allows us to do is to broadcast and to put all of our worship events, all of our ministry events online. So we can do any events that we do in the lobby area, like our Palm Sunday processions, or if we have overflow at Christmas and Easter, we can broadcast from the lobby area or communicate to people who are sitting there. We have events down in our fellowship hall. We can broadcast those, and we can tether cameras out into the prayer labyrinth area and out onto our green, our ample green space. So this gives us a lot of different options. So far to date, we've been shooting our videos with a single camera, straight on camera, but with the final phase of our installation now, we're going to have several cameras with different perspectives in the worship space. And as I watched and listened to Andrew and Evan put the finishing touches on our audio and video project, I began to think about the different camera angles. We're going to have 3 cameras in the worship space. I began to think about that reality theologically a little bit, and realizing and reminding us that we have 4 Gospels, and our 4 Gospels are not identical. For example, in Luke's Gospel, the writer of Luke's Gospel tells us that when Jesus was going to his crucifixion site, Jesus stumbled when he was carrying his cross, and then Simon of Cyrene picked it up and carried it the rest of the way before Jesus was crucified. But the writer of John's Gospel takes an extra effort to say that no, Jesus carried his own cross the entire way. And so which one of those is right? Well, it's not a matter of which one is right, but rather that the 4 Gospels give us a different perspective, give us a different view, give us a different lens by which to view, by which to be impacted and affected by faith. And so it is with our cameras and our audio and visual project here at Christ Lutheran Church. What does it mean to be church today? Well, what it means to be part of what it means to be church today is that we just can't do ministry inside our church walls or on our campus. We've talked for years about going to church, but that's not the reality anymore. We can't just go to church. We've never been meant to just go to church, but rather that we take the church out into the world. And one of the ways we can do that, one of the ways we can make disciples of all nations, one of the ways that we can proclaim the crucified and resurrected Jesus is to broadcast all of our ministries out on the internet, to put them online. You see, that's where the world lives. And because that's where the world lives, that's where God lives. And because that's where God is living, that's where God's church is called to live. And so this will give us an opportunity to be a congregation that is both responsive to and responsible for God's church out in the world, Christ's church out in the world. And so we continue to be transformed even in our language, even in our statements, even in our questions. And rather than asking the question, what's in church for me? We ask, what's in me for Christ's church? It's good to be with you for another video message to give you another perspective on what it means to have faith. Until we see in person, until we experience each other in person, be safe, be well. God loves you, and so do I.